What's up? What it do? How you doing? I am back with another video. Today, EandE family, I'm showing you how to make a cheesecake.
This is
Don't go nowhere.
Chang.
So this recipe is going to start with 4 blocks of softened room temperature cream cheese. 4. To our 4 blocks of room temperature cream cheese, we're going to add about a cup of room temperature sour cream. To that, we're going to start with a 1/2 cup of sugar. And I'm going to taste it before we add our eggs to make sure, to see if we need any more sugar added. We also are going to add the juice of a lemon. Next, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to add a 1/2 cup of 1/2 and 1/2. You could also use heavy whipping cream, but I prefer the 1/2 and 1/2. So we're going to get our paddle down in our mixer. We're going to mix this around until everything is well combined and smooth. So for about 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to do my taste test before I add my eggs in to see if I need to add any more sugar. So I'm going to add another 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Now I'm going to mix this around and I'm going to give it one more taste test before I add the eggs. Perfect. Okay. So next we're going to add 4 room temperature eggs. And as always, EandE family, if you don't feel comfortable cracking them over the bowl, crack them in a separate bowl, so that you can look for any shells or imperfections. So that's 4 eggs we're going to add to our batter. Now we're going to incorporate our eggs into our mixture until everything is well combined, so for about another 1 to 2 minutes. So I have some graham crackers in a bag, and we're going to take our rolling pin and we're going to crush these up. You can use your food processor to crush up your graham crackers as well, but I didn't feel like getting out the food processor and having to clean it off later. So just like this. We're going to crush these up. We're going to crush them up until they're fine, though. We don't want big chunks. You don't want big chunks of graham cracker in your crust. So I'm going to continue to crush these up until they look like dust. So I have my springform pan. You can use whatever pan you have. If you have a cake pan, you can use that. If you have the aluminum cake pans that you bought from the store, you can use that. You can use whatever pan you want. But today I'm using my springform pan. And I'm going to spray a little baker's joy inside because the graham cracker crust tends to stick when it cooks inside the pan. So I'm just going to spray it lightly on the bottom and the sides. Like that. Okay. So here's our crushed up graham crackers. We're going to get some added to the bottom of our pan. And I just like to get in here with my hands and move them around a little bit. This gives me an idea how much crust I'm going to have. So then we're going to add a little granulated sugar. I'm not adding the whole 1/2 cup at all. Well, I almost didn't add the whole 1/2 cup. How about that? And I melted a little butter. We're going to add that in. Now you want to mix this together like this with a fork. Just do like that. Your crumbs should look like kind of like wet sand. So if you have to go back in and add more butter like I do, by all means do that. Okay, so this is what your graham cracker crumbs, hope everyone can see that, should look like after you've added your butter. So now we're going to get in here like this and smush it down. And just kind of turn your whatever baking dish you're using for this as you do it, because you want an even coating. And then what I like to do is just take something like this and get in here like that so that we get it tight right there. This is what your crust should look like once you've got it all down in your pan. So next, y'all, the only thing left to do is add our filling. So as always, even with our cheesecake batter, get down in the bottom. Make sure you got everything well combined before you add it in and pour. This is what your unbaked cheesecake should look like. So we're going to bake this in a 325-degree oven for about an hour to an hour and a half. We are also going to put a dish on the bottom of our rack in the oven filled with hot water to prevent cracks and drying on the top. When we come back, guys, y'all already know what's going to happen. We are going to have some of this amazing, delicious cheesecake. You don't want to miss this. Y'all don't go nowhere. Ain't she pretty? She is beautiful, ain't she? Look at her. Oh, my goodness. It cracked a little on the top. Don't nobody care about that. We care about what it tastes, don't we? And here's my slice that I cut out. Add a little cherry topping to it, make it a little fancy. Y'all know I'm ready to dive into this cheesecake. Let's get a taste of this. If you've ever had my cheesecake, you already know what it is. Oh, my goodness. It is light, fluffy. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, my goodness. Try this recipe out, I'm telling y'all. Oh my goodness. It is amazing.
This is General Chang.
As I always tell you, EandE family, promise you, they will not be disappointed. And that's it for today, EandE fam. Like, share, comment on this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when a new video is uploaded. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The links are in the description box below. And as always, EandE fam, don't forget to live a little and love a lot. Y'all be easy. Do yourself a favor, baby, and go make this cheesecake. Your family and friends, they are going to absolutely love it. Bye, y'all.